So this is the first night. Moving a little bit. Kind of fighting down there, pushing each other. And the mamas are answering back, but they're all way out here. Poor babies. So this is the third day. We do have a couple snot noses. Number 5. And my husband saw some more, but I don't know who they are. Hi, one. Okay, so get back. They aren't crying too much though, unless we come, and then their mamas chase us, and then they start crying, so it's kind of hard to tell. They look relatively good though. 5 is the littlest. He's 8 months, and everyone else is about 9 months. So we'll keep an eye on them. Don't see any diarrhea. It's almost the 4th day, and I'm just watching the cows come through to eat and looking for mastitis. See if they have any signs of it. I haven't seen any yet, so looks pretty good. Some of the udders are full, but they're not like crazy full. Poking out everywhere. And when we got up here, the calves were quiet, but now that we're feeding over here, they're bawling a little bit, calling for food though. Alright, so we're opening the gate to the other pasture, and then we're just gonna leave it open and feed them on this side so they know it's open. That way they can come back to the water, and then the calves will see them up here and while they're trapped still, so they don't try to go through the fence. They'll just get used to looking at them up here. There's a pretty good stockpile up here under the old grass. These places are where we drove. Last fall. Alright, there's the cows up on the hill. We got the gate open so they can come down here for water still. And then the calves are in here still doing good. A little bit of snot every once in a while, but no coughing, or they're all eating. Everyone looks healthy so far. And they don't look like they've lost a lot of weight either, or any weight. So today is day 17, and we're gonna give the calves one more vaccine, the nasal spray in Force 3, and the Multimin 90 vitamin shot, and then we're gonna turn them out into the pasture, and hopefully they don't go through the fence to their mamas. It could be a disaster, or might work out okay. If they do go through, we'll just have to put everyone back in, but we're hoping that doesn't happen. And our fence is pretty good, but if they really wanted through, you know, they could go through under, I don't know, any way they could. So this is a new squeeze that we've never used, so this will be fun too. It's got a lot more moving parts on it, and it says it's automatic and manual, so hopefully that means that they won't push through if they get to running. These calves I don't think they will because they're little, but anyway, so that's what we're working on. We got all our stuff set out over here, and Mamas are on the hill. Now we're getting ready. Alright, everyone's all caught up on their vaccines. They got their minerals, and we didn't have any problems. It went through really good. We did have to do one at a time in the chute because they can turn around, and it was easier if there was just one in there because we could let them out and start again. So that bud box works really well for us. And it was cheap. We did it ourselves. Just the cost of the screws, and I guess, and the chainsaw gas and oil. Just the first one was number 2, and she didn't know where to go after she got out, and so she did go over to the fence and looked like she might jump it, and I got worried for a second, but she gave up. They've never been up on that pasture, so that might help too, that they don't know that gate's always been locked for them. And we moved both water troughs together over there, one on one side, one on the other side of the fence, so we can water. And there wasn't any sign of sickness, so we'll see what this little bit of stress did. Hopefully nothing. And they also have shelter now if it does snow. The calves came up to the fence now. Uh-oh. I don't think they're gonna try it, but you never know. Well, it's the end of the day. We brought the water truck back up, and all of the calves are doing good. They just came over here by the fence because we're over here. And the mamas are nowhere to be seen. They're up in the hills up there. And everyone looks good. I think weaning was a success. We still have to wait a couple more weeks before we take them to the sale, but it's looking good.